What's going on, guys? Grookey just dropped a huge bomb on Twitter, and it is large. So for this video, normally I give my my opinion, but I think it's so much information, my opinion doesn't really fit in here. I'm just going to give you guys exactly what it says. I should have it up on screen, and we're going to jump right into it. Alright, from how I understand this source, it appears to be generally every major talking point of the Direct, though there are probably little scenes here and there showcasing minor new areas or confirming old Pokemon available that weren't worth mentioning. A quick rundown. Omori Masuda, James Turner, and Hitoshi Ariaga are apparently all involved in hosting parts of the Direct. There are two CG segments like an initial Direct. One focuses on early game wild Pokemon frolicking, the other is a battle between multiple Pokemon and box legendaries. New details on Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobel, including the box legendaries, Galar variants for Cacnea, Kingler, Natu, and Xatu, known as Galon Pokemon. Photo mode, new team battle format used in gym battles, local multiplayer team battle mode, story, and character information. Due to the volume of information, here's a paste spin going into further detail about each talking point. And we're going to jump right into that. First page. Starters. They're confirmed to follow you around in the overworld. The only Pokemon explicitly shown to do so. Even if you don't choose to bring them along with you for battle, they'll remain by your side. They'll remain by your side for the adventures as support. So I guess you can box them, but they'll still follow you around. If they're not currently out in battle, they can be seen standing alongside your trainer. In the starting town of Matterdale, your friend's brand new Pokeball is stolen by a shadow figure, which you follow into the eerie Mordred Woods. You meet a woman who asks you what Pokemon you saw. This is how you choose the starter, and then she gives you the Pokeball as a gift, which you can catch the starter Pokemon with. Grookey uses the stick of his to open up the shells of fruits and nuts, also beats it against hard objects that signal other Grookey. Humans have learned to also communicate with it through this method. In the middle of battle, Grookey can use the new normal type move Climb to summon a tree, climb up it, and grab a berry. It's shown using it in a battle scene with trees, so perhaps it works with interactable background objects like in Generation 6. Scorbunny, those aren't bandages, but patches where its fur has burnt off. It begins life up north with pure white fur and is slowly burned as it uses its fire abilities. It has a new fire type attack known as Hot Foot. Seems to be an increased priority move where it kicks the opponent with a flaming foot. Sobel, it creates bubbles from its eyes that are made of a stinging substance. If the bubble pops and gets in your eyes, you can cry from how much it stings. Has a new fairy type move known as Cry Together. It causes both Pokemon to cry, lowering both their attacks. Mortons, I'm not sure if it is super small. Brown bipedal weasel type. Weasel with a whitish head. It looks as if it's wearing mittens on its paws. They love to frolic about the cool Galar region, their fur providing them with warmth. Their fur is valued by traders, but be careful as they can extend their retractable claws from their paws to launch a brutal attack. Have either fluffy or tough claws as an ability. If you're having trouble catching Pokemon early on, they can help you with False Swipe. Skaven. Raven Pokemon Dark Flying. It's basically just a raven, more natural looking bird with its most pronounced feature being its rather large and eerily realistic eyes. A common pest among the people of Galar. Due to stealing crops, it can spot the tiniest pieces of food miles in the air with its powerful eyesight. It has impeccable memory and memorizes the daily routines of farmers. Has keen eye as an ability. While double battles are in Sword and Shield, Skaven has the new dark type move Stink Eye. When used on an opponent, they lose defense and special defense. When another Pokemon uses Stink Eye on the same turn on the same opponent, the opponent loses attack and special attack. A pair of Skaven will use this strategy to severely weaken your Pokemon. Hinted that something special may happen if two are raised alongside one another. Tardibus Micro Macro Pokemon Water. Basically a blue and white transparent looking tardigrade shaped like a bus. Very cute with big eyes. Can freely change its size, shown using both minimize and growth from microscopic sizes to the side of the bus, or size, I guess they wrote that wrong. Made of water molecules, it can turn other Pokemon into molecules, absorb them, and safely transport them around. Ability is Water Cycle. If it switches out, it forces the opponent's water Pokemon to switch out as... I don't know why they did it like this. It makes no sense to do it like this. Switches out as well. Can learn Soak in order to turn the opponent into a water type Pokemon. James Turner designed it. There are also actual buses in the Galar region you can ride, designed after Tardibus, known as Tardibus Bus. Volcalanche. Ice Hammer Pokemon Ice. It's a giant dude made of ice. He can summon an enormous ice hammer by freezing air particles. Learns that learns Ice Hammer, duh. Ability is Ice Wielder. His speed lowers after using an ice type physical attack such as Ice Hammer, and the speed decrease will this sharply lower. Okay, it sounds weird. They worded that funny, but will return to normal and increase when using a special type ice attack such as Blizzard. Owned by the Ice Gym Master, receives its own in-game cutscene showing it walking behind the Gym Master as the two enter the arena, dragging its Ice Hammer behind it, which freezes the ground. Legendaries, both Grass Steel, are introduced in a CG segment with them battling one another atop a plateau in the clouds. They're joined by other Pokemon fighting along them. Sword Legendary is assisted by Bisharp, Machamp, Cinccino, however you say it, Granbull, and Charizard. Shield Legendary is assisted by Steelix, Mr. Mime, Durant, Venusaur, and Dusknoir. Hitoshi Ariaga designed the box legendaries and was responsible for designing the box art. Each version has a legendary posing in the middle with the previously mentioned teammates looking badass behind them. Ariaga was apparently given free reign to which Pokemon to include alongside the legendaries. Calavern, Blazing Sword Pokemon, Grass Steel. Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster with dramatic looking red armor with a wolf's mouth for a helmet. Fairly sleek, it's a weird tree man that from what you can see beneath the armor. It has an orange glowing sword with runes on it. A fierce warrior that once took down that threatened Galar with its sword and could ignite flames. Its ability Crimson Clash allows physical attacks to cut right through Protect and other shields. Furthermore, if it does so, the opposing Pokemon is burned. Goldwald? Crystal Shield Pokemon, Grass Steel. It looks basically like Calavern but far bulkier. Also blue armor. It's also a tree man. It holds two shoulder shields that it connect into one giant shield and hold it in front of it. Shields have white runes. A brave warrior that once protected the citizens of Galar from their enemies. Its shield can literally freeze anyone who approaches it in their tracks with its ability Glacier Guard. It can protect its side of the field from a single attack. It's unknown if it can stand up to Crimson Clash. However, a Pokemon who dares to attack the Glacier Guard will be frozen. New regional variants. Alola variants. If Pokemon Sun and Moon, certain Pokemon adapted to Alola through never before seen forms, you won't be able to find them in the Galar region, but perhaps some trainers visiting from Alola may have time. There's an NPC who will trade a Raichu for an Alolan Raichu. Galar variants. Some Pokemon have adapted to the environment of the Galar region. Apparently in this section, Masuda directly addresses the fact that all the Alolan variants were Generation 1 Pokemon, and this time around promises that even more Pokemon will be given regional variants. Next page. Unlike what has been speculated, they're known as Galon, not Galarian. Galon Cacnea, Grass. A brown Cacnea wearing a little straw Mino. In the colder climate of the Galar region, it gathers up straw needles to build a jacket to protect it from the cold. As the jacket is highly flammable and the water within its body has dried up, it'll easily catch fire. It's known to scare off Scraven, so farmers consider worth keeping it around despite the fire hazard. Ability, Haybreaker. When it's a grass type Pokemon, Cacnea takes less damage from ice type attacks. If it's hit by a fire type attack, it takes the damage but becomes a fire type Pokemon instead of a grass type Pokemon. If it's hit by a water type while a fire type Pokemon, it returns to a grass type Pokemon. When it's grass type, when it's a fire type, a small flame can be seen coming from the flower on its head. Can learn Fire Punch. Galon Kingler, Water Fairy. It's a Kingler that's foaming at the mouth and has bigger eyes and white stripes around its claws and horns, making them resemble candy canes. As a normal Krabby, it lives near a town infamous for its sweets due to sweet syrup from the town slowly running off to its beachside home. It developed a huge sweet tooth upon evolution. Sugar is always, where are we at? Sugar is always bubbling from its mouth as it seeks out more sweets. The sugar has also pacified its more aggressive tendencies unless sugary sweets are involved. Ability Sugar Rush. Upon eating a berry, it gains a sharp boost in speed in addition to its normal effects. By expelling the sugary foam, it can utilize Sticky Net to slow down the opponent. Galon Natu. Psychic Rock. It's Natu but made of dark stone. There are runes inscribed into its wings. Long ago, it perched itself atop the various castles of the Galar region and remained there motionlessly for eons. Eventually its body merged with the stone structures. It's said that it was struck by visions of the violence that would soon overtake the kingdom and feared to move. It has sturdy as an ability and can't do much because it's stricken by fear. Galon Xatu, Psychic Rock. It's majestic white Xatu as if it was made of marble. Its wings turn a bronze color and spread around its body as well as form a little hood. It looks like a druid. They gather around in a circle at night, staring at the moon as if to attempt some sort of summoning ritual. They learn to tap into the powers of darkness to fuel their powers, and with obscure knowledge seek to accomplish a mysterious goal. Ability Dark Arts increases the power of special dark type moves, also grants immunity to psychic type attacks. New dark type move, Accursed Ally. Summoning the spirit of a fainted ally, it deals powerful damage to the opponent. It's powered up initially by dark arts, but upon hitting the foe will change into the primary type of one of your allies. New mechanics, photo mode. You eventually obtain a camera that you can use at certain spots to view the scenery and take photos. You can also switch to a close-up mode to take a shot of your Pokemon against the backdrop. You can see various Pokemon moving around in the background, take a picture of them to catalog them and add it to your scrapbook. You might be rewarded for taking pictures of certain Pokemon, so get snapping. Sometimes you may even catch a sight of a rare Pokemon, rare Pokemon such as Dunsparce, or one with unusual color. If you happen to snap a picture of them at the right angle, you might find they're more likely to appear the next time you encounter a wild battle. Team battles. 3 or 6 trainers form a single team. Each individual team member is known as a Teamster, and they each have a Pokemon they command. 2 teams go head to head, 1 Teamster per team out at a time with their Pokemon a 1v1 match. After both Pokemon move, you can switch out to another Teamster and their Pokemon. You can't choose to switch out at the beginning of a turn like normal, nor can you switch with moves or abilities. Whatever team loses all their Pokemon first loses like rotation battles, though you can switch into any teammate rather than having to rotate in a certain direction. Pokemon can only hold berries in this. Okay, cool. Whatever team loses, I already got that. You recruit Teamsters throughout the adventure. Each Teamster has a Pokemon they can come with that they can use and will grow alongside your progress, or you can give them one of your own Pokemon to use. Teamsters have a skill, either one that can be activated, counter another skill, or is passive. Main character's skill is Cheer. Has a chance of allowing their Pokemon to move first once per match. There is a counter skill known as Counter Cheer, which can be used once per match to cancel out Cheer, causing the Pokemon that tried to use it to go last. Teamsters appear to be mainly random trainers, but dressed in a uniform. Youngster Edwin is a Teamster with a Martins or Wartons, I'm not looking at that too closely, and his skill Berry Pass can give his Pokemon's berry to a teammate he passes to. Gym battles are 3 versus 3 team battles. The Gym Master is aided by 2 Gym Teamsters. Wow. While you are aided by the Teamsters you've recruited, you can eventually challenge the Gym Master to a normal battle later on and may be able to impress them enough that they'll join you as a Teamster. There's a special Tardibus bus that houses your Teamsters that can be found outside of every gym, where you can quickly swap out your Teamsters and the Pokemon they use. Okay. Friend team battles. Local multiplayer party mode. Uses a single switch and 2 Joy-Cons. Can create up to 100 friend Teamster profiles, choosing what trainer classes they'll look like and giving them a name and selecting a skill. Name them after your friends and it'll keep track of their performance. Up to 12 players can enjoy a Pokemon team battle in a 3 versus 3 or 6 versus 6 match. Each match is different as 12 scoutable Pokemon rentals appear and each team takes turns selecting their Pokemon. The leader of each team can decide who gets what Pokemon, or they can let everyone choose their own Pokemon. Sometimes when you select a Pokemon, a new Pokemon will take its place, giving the next player who picks an unexpected option. Battles are carried out like normal team battle. You're encouraged to pass around the Joy-Con to each player with the respective Teamster, and Pokemon are out on the field, letting them decide what to do next. You might find that a newcomer to the Pokemon series may discover a strategy that you hadn't thought of before. New characters. Player characters. Opposite gender appears as your neighbor. Dude is Stanford. Girl is Elva. They end up with a starter weak to yours. Why? They're rich but friendly. You can shop for clothes at the Poke Centers, buying them online. Let's see. Buying them online. Your character is in universe, which are then instantly delivered to you. Not a lot of outfits shown, but it's mentioned that you can order clothing from both Kalos and Alola, so presumably some older outfits will return. There's of course the soccer uniform from your character wears. The number on it is now 151 as opposed to the date of the Sword and Shield Direct like initially. Professor Popular, very handsome looking older man, got some salt and pepper going on. Studies the interaction between Pokemon and plants, is concerned by reports of a strange plant growing on Pokemon called the Bald Root, which can greatly injure some Pokemon, though others seem to grow even more powerful from it. He's seen asking the players to help with a Go-Go that is suffering from the Bald Root, concerned that even grass-type Pokemon aren't immune. Basil. He looks like a Japanese-style delinquent crossed with a British schoolboy. He carries a large sword around. Let's see. A gym wrecker is aiming to take down every gym across the Galar region. He hates gyms for some reason and is shown harassing the players they attempt to enter one. Uses the starter Pokemon strong against yours. There we go. He's shown on the player's team during a team battle, indicating that he may join up with you at a certain point to accomplish his goals, or did you convince him to change his attitude? Mystery Woman. She's a mystery woman that appears in the misty forest near a lake. She'll probably play a big role, but nothing else is shown of her. Chris, a gym master of Eliard City, the snowy city, shown in his normal outfit, wearing a cool looking winter jacket in bed with crystals, but also has a soccer uniform he changes into. Uses never melt ice to sculpt sculptures of famous teamsters and their Pokemon. Uses Volcalanche in the gym battle, also shown to use Aurorus when you face him in a regular battle. Wow. Excuse me, that was a lot of information. I'm not going to spend too much time on my opinion here because that was a lot of reading for me in such a short amount of time, and it kind of in a rush as well. I do have to get to work soon. So I think this is really, really long and super detailed. We'll find out if this person is lying or not on Wednesday. I don't want to go out and say, oh, this sounds amazing or true. That's not what this is. This is definitely going in the rumor category. So until then, I think that'll do it. Dom,